All right, we are live. We got a lot of stuff going on right now in the world of baseball. ALDS and NLDS are, well, the ALDS is already complete. The NLDS is almost complete. We're going to have an all Texas ALCS, as you see here. The first thing that I want to talk about, this game right here, Rangers and Orioles, on October 7th. Yeah, October 7th in history. That was the day the U.S. invaded Afghanistan right after 9/11. And then this year, that's the when Hamas attacked Israel, October 7th. And we've been talking about a lot. Rangers is 107. We'll talk about this more in a bit. But anyways, actually let me pull up something here. Let me just go Texas Rangers baseball reference. I actually want to go to here, 2023. So here, they won 90 games in the regular season. Then they won 2 games in the wild card series, so that's 92. Then they won the first game of the ALDS. So that put them on this day here on October 7th, that put them on 93 wins for the season. 93, a huge number in Israel and in religion. God's Son, Nazareth, crucifix, all equal 93. They said that Jesus was crucified at 9 a.m. and then officially died around 3 p.m. And again, this was on the same day as the anniversary of the invasion of Afghanistan and just hours after Israel was attacked. So you had the Rangers getting their 93rd win of the season by a final score of 3-2. And October 7th is the day. This is Zach's article, by the way. October 7th, the day leaving 85 days left in the year, like Templar, like Jesus Hominum Salvator, which is what IHS stands for. You have the Templar cross on the Jesuit logo, which also has 32 sun rays on it. And they win by a final score of 3-2. And then just yesterday, they crushed the Israeli pitcher, Dean Kramer. Dean Kramer, Israeli-American pitcher. Lives in Israel for 2 months of every year. Oh, that's funny. I actually had considered, I almost went to University of the Pacific. That's interesting. Okay. Anyways, enough of Dean Kramer. I want to talk about, let me pull up my notes here. All right, now let's get into the fact that we have an all Texas ALCS. Actually, no, there's one thing that I forgot to mention. So that game on October 7th, the anniversary of the Afghanistan invasion and the Hamas attack on Israel. That was, well, here, let me just show you. George Bush was president during the Afghanistan invasion. His birthday is July 6th. That game was 93 days after his birthday, and as I just said, the Rangers won their 93rd game of the season, or they won for the 93rd time that year, I should say. And I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this, but George W. Bush was a co-owner of the Rangers in the 90s. I think it'll talk about it here. Yeah. from the late 80s to the late 90s. All right, the next thing that I want to talk about, so I mentioned this on TFR, the first game of the ALCS will be on Sunday, October 15th. That is the day leaving 77 days left in the year. And George Bush is currently 77 years old. Also, the state of Texas, it became a state on 12/29, 1845. So that means it is, we just do the math here, do 2023 minus 1845. That says 178, but we're still in October. We haven't gotten to December 29th yet. So it means it's 177 years old. And George Walker Bush equals 177, just like, it's the Jesuit Order 177. And this relates back to Israel because Benjamin Netanyahu retook over as prime minister. I don't know if retook over is the right word, but you get what I'm saying. He became prime minister again on December 29th, just last year. And that began the 37th government of Israel, which I guess just ended today. That's what it says. Or I guess I don't really get how the Israeli uh, government works, but I guess the cabinet and the opposition cabinet combined. I'm not really sure how that works, but that relates to all this because Rangers is 37. Oh, sorry, my notes are a little bit out of order, but one thing that I forgot to mention. So I was just talking about 93, with the Rangers getting their 93rd win of the season, 93 days after George Bush's birthday, and all this with 93 right here. I want to go back to the video that I made. Sorry. This video that I made right here.
63 numerology.
MI New York wins the scripted 2023 Major League Cricket season. Here we go. You got the star bowler, let me just play.
33. The best bowler for MI New York was Rashid Khan, who allowed 9 runs and recorded 3 wickets. Rashid Khan and New York NY both equal 93, and New York equals 39 if you read it the other way around.
Oh, and of course, Major League Cricket 177. Look at that.
Major League Cricket equals 177 like Rashid Khan. Major League.
Okay, now let me fast forward a bit.
Now, on a date written 11/9. The U.S. would go on to invade Afghanistan after the attacks, and star bowler Rashid Khan is Afghan. There were allegedly
That's so sick, man. Man, you had this Major League Cricket Championship here in Texas, and the star bowler, which is the equivalent of being like the star pitcher. He didn't win MVP, but he's like the pitcher of the game, whatever you want to call it. He's Afghan. His name equals 93. I'm sitting here talking about 93 and 177. Oh, God damn it. All right. Moving on in the notes. Okay, that's right. I was talking about where was I? Yeah, that's right. I mentioned 37th cabinet of Israel. Rangers is 37. Let's get back to the World Series. So the game 1 of the World Series, let me just show you here. Game 1 of the World Series will start on October 27th. Well, that's funny. That's 113 days. So that's the number of deception. I think Texas 113 is the 30th prime. Texas equals 30. Um, Dallas equals 113. But that's actually not what I wanted to show. You include the end date and the month. 3 months and 22 days from George Bush's birthday to Game 1 of the World Series, or a span of. You get the point. And of course, George Bush with Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones 322. Skull and Crossbones 223, like we're in the year 2023. The Rangers this year played the Phillies on opening day. Philadelphia 223. Also interesting that it's Philadelphia's 101 as 3 months and 9 days from uh, George Bush's birthday to the start of the ALCS, which also happens to be 101 days, although Philadelphia's in the NL, so that doesn't really count. But we'll see. Anyways, back to here. 3 months and 22 days. And that's right, I was talking about Texas. 177 years old as a state. Became a state on 1229 in history. 1229 is the 201st prime. The Jesuit Order 201, just to show you. 1229 is the 201st prime. That was the same day that then Benjamin Netanyahu became the prime minister of Israel again. And but a lot of people here in Texas, they like to celebrate Texas Independence Day, which is actually when the Republic of Texas became independent from Mexico, and that was in 1836. So, using math, 187. What was I saying about George Bush? He was born on July 6th, the 187th day of the year. And of course, Society of Jesus equals 187. And also something about 45, like how Texas became a state in 45. And here we got Interstate 45, goes from Dallas to Houston. Then you got 35, which is Catholic 35. JFK killed just off of I-35 in Dallas. And it's funny they call it I-35 when I is 35. What else do I have to talk about? Okay, yeah, I mentioned that George Bush is 77 years old, and the ALCS starts on the day leaving, 77 days left in the year. So, Steve, it's not quite morning yet. We got about 18 minutes. But yeah, I guess the other thing with 107, in light of everything that just happened on 107, hold on, I'm going to pull another window up, so just give me a minute. All right, good. We can see this. So I was talking about 107 just a bit ago. Here we had the Allen shooting back on 5/6. And again, like I was just talking to, I don't know if I saved it here. I did not, but Society of Jesus 56. We had the City of Allen shooting 107, Saturday 107, Texas Mall 107, Rangers 107, all the 107 things that I was just talking about a minute ago. City of Allen 175. 175 days before Game 1 of the World Series, as Zach had mentioned in this article. It was 175 days um, after Greg Abbott's birthday. There is also something with 65 that I'm not. That's something I'll have to focus on later. But I mean, you have these events where people are killed, or at least they say people are killed, and then you go over to Israel on 10/7, and people are killed there. And the sports games are a sick tribute to these murderous events. It's unfortunate. I wish it wasn't this way, but oh, and okay, that's interesting because May 6th is the 126th day of the year. Let me just May 6th, 126th day of the year. It's the day leaving 239 days left in the year, which is the 52nd prime. That's not. Oh, sorry. The Rangers' 52nd season. That's what it is. Um, does it show that here? Okay. Well, never mind. But the point is that it's on the 126th day of the year, and I was just looking at this just now. This was on 12/6. President Trump formally recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And look at that, 175 days. We were just talking about 175 with the World Series starting a span of 175 days after the Allen shooting, and it being 175 days after Greg Abbott's birthday. Or was it after Arturo Sosa's birthday? I can't remember now. Which one was it? Okay, it was 175 days after. No, it was a span of 175 days after Abbott's birthday, but just 175 days without the span after Arturo Sosa's birthday. Oh, that's funny that my. Huh. That's weird. Arturo Sosa's birthday is November 12th. Um, I think I've talked about this before, but my best friend growing up, he's also born on November 12th. And my best friend was also Jesuit educated, went to a Jesuit high school and Jesuit Santa Clara University. That's like the where I grew up in the Bay Area. That's kind of like what you did. You the kind of the cool kids school was the Jesuit high school. I unfortunately didn't get in, but maybe looking back on it, maybe I am fortunate that I didn't go there. But anyways, I think I've talked about enough for today. As I said on TFR, I am going to be at the Rangers game on. Well, I won't be at the game, but I'll be out in front of the game on Wednesday. It should be a night game because it's. I hate how that happens. It should be a night game because it's the only game that day because it's an off day in the ALCS. So I should. I bought parking in the same place that I parked for the Cowboys game last month. It'll be like at least two. It'll be over half a mile walk from the from where I'm parking to the stadium. But I should be fine. I'm in shape. I'm good enough for that. Uh, anyways, I've got to get to sleep. I have to get to work in a little over 8 hours, and I need some sleep. So we'll catch you later.